thought we were the better team. Listen, we spoke about Norwich and the DNA of Norwich and how they try and play. I think that's probably the first time I've seen a Norwich team come here and play for a draw, or go anywhere and play for a draw really in the Championship. But listen, they were hard to break down, they were hard to get through. Having said that though, I think if we scored 4 goals today, I don't think anybody would have had any complaints. We had numerous chances to take the lead. We didn't take it. I think the only way Norwich looked as if they were going to get a goal was in transition, particularly when we forced the ball central, so we need to work around their shape. But I thought we were excellent. I thought that it was never going to be an easy game. It was a different challenge for us today. And the fact that the last sort of couple of games, the game's been literally man for man and the game's opened up. But I thought you could see Norwich not getting the ball out for a goal kick. I've never seen them do that before. But today I think they understand how good we are at pressing the ball, and they gave us a lot of respect, which at the end of the day, if you look at it, they get a point for the game. So I've got no qualms with people playing that way, by the way, so I don't want to make out as if they shouldn't have done it. That's fine. However you want to play the game's up to you. It just surprised me a little bit because I've seen Norwich play for years and that's not generally their style.
And met a goalkeeper today in really good form.
Yeah, but still, we still should score, shouldn't we, really? I mean, I think we've had enough clear opportunities to put the ball in the net, and we didn't.
It's been a really encouraging few weeks. I think you can sense the mood around the whole stadium. Seems like it's very positive at the moment.
That's as loud as I've heard the fans since I've been here, which is really pleasing. I think the fact that the majority of them stayed and clapped the players off at the end, that was extremely pleasing for me, because I think what they can see just now is the lads leave everything they've got on the pitch. And I don't think you can ask any more than that. Yeah, we're disappointed, a bit frustrated we didn't take the opportunities, but in terms of structure of how we play, effort and endeavour, leaving everything you've got on the pitch, playing for the team, playing for the club, I don't think any of that's in question.
In fact, it looked like a few players looked shattered towards the end.
Yeah, that was probably last 20 minutes, because at the moment, unfortunately, we're lacking forward players. And arguably the forward ones are the ones you want to try and freshen up. Young Kane's played a bit higher today. You looked knackered to take him off. I thought Josh Laurent looked knackered. I thought Ty looked knackered. But unfortunately I don't have anybody that can do what he does. So we needed to keep some on the pitch and try and see if we could force a goal.
I guess that's the thing, isn't it? You lose Dwight Gale today and you have to move everybody around because of one injury.
Yeah, not great. I'd much rather have kept consistency in terms of what we were doing. But I thought they adapted well. I thought they adapted really well. It wasn't an easy game, because any team that sits in a block and shuffles across and makes it hard for you to break them down is always going to be testing. But I felt within the game itself, I think there was about a 15-20 minute spell in the first half. We could have scored 3. And some of the chances were glorious. And I think Jacob has an unbelievable chance of when Keane backheels into his path. I think anywhere at the side of the goalkeeper is probably a goal.
Just a bit of a reminder perhaps that the squad is a bit vulnerable. You need to make sure you've got the right backup if you're going to next season.
Yeah, but listen, we're a bit thin in certain areas, aren't we? And that's what we spoke about when we started playing 4-3-3. The difficulty we've currently got is we've got a lack of wingers. I mean, that's been apparent since the day I walked in the door. So what happens is now when you've had a sequence of 7 games where it goes Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, once you get to the last couple of games, it comes home to roost a little bit, because you haven't got a lot of options that can go and take over for the guys that are playing.
Ruby did well actually on the wing.
Excellent. I had no worries about him. We did it yesterday in training and he looked really comfortable. Spent a bit of time with him yesterday and today, just in terms of going through clips, in terms of what we would want him to do and how to do it. He's a really intelligent footballer, Kane. Technically he's very good, great athleticism, and he's a young lad, so he's like a sponge. He just wants to take things on board.
How is Dwight Gale?
He won't be too bad, Dwight. He's got just a sort of nick in his calf. To be fair to Dwight, in the first half against Middlesbrough, he felt it. I don't know if you remember him coming off. He was due to come off at half time but wanted to give it a go, and he got through a large part of that game. But I don't think he'd have made it any worse. The damage was already done. But it won't be that long. I think he'll be touch and go for the next game when we come back. That's where he'll be.
Ready for this break now, a bit of a breather, but nice to be going into it in this kind of positive mood.
I think it's been consistent though, Pete, for quite a while. I think if you look even back to the Swansea game, which was what it feels, well certainly for me, because I've got that many games to play, it feels like a lifetime ago. I mean, so if you look at a lot of our performances for the sort of moments onwards, I think we beat Reading 4 or 5, we beat somebody else 4 or 5, Stevenage, Sunderland, so there's been a couple, yeah.